And we're live
Here
for
we are.
Mayor's Update,
Okay.
October 11th, 2023. This is an auspicious occasion. We have
Yes.
a fantastic new event, and we have a special guest here to talk about it.
Right.
Earl Taylor,
Thank you.
Chair of the DDB.
Downtown development and reopening of Talbot Street,
Mm-hmm.
all happening together on Saturday, the 14th. We've got a great deal of events and fun happening on Talbot Street, but pavement.
So much.
It's been a long time, isn't it?
I was fortunate to get the video of the last 15 or 20 feet of pavement being
put down?
Street
All right.
today. Yep.
Well, I was making fun at council last night, and I'll say it again. I live south of Talbot Street and work north of Talbot Street. And so the last couple of days with the extra paving from Mary Street through to Ross, it's been, how the heck do I get to City Hall? I drove to Shedden, crossed Talbot Street, and came back. Pretty much, it was.
Almost,
yeah. It was. The last couple of days may have been the hardest of the whole work, but boy, it's nice to see Mary Street through Ross Street looking about as beautiful as it can look. They've got some moving of bricks not used and some cleaning up and sweeping, but even some great work being done out front of City Hall. So we've got lots of events, lots of reason to come downtown on Saturday. The reopening, all of the businesses are raring to see you back downtown if you haven't been downtown. And we do want to thank all of you that have been downtown during this construction. It's not been easy. And there's been a lot of businesses really working their tail off to be part of keeping their business going during this much construction. And I really want to mention a couple that are right there at the edge. I know where your office is, Earl, is almost the dividing line. So Ruby Blues, Malachi across the street at St. T, 3 or 4 of them there, right there, that were Scotty's barbershop to begin with, and then he moved a little bit over with the Angry Bear, but it sure didn't make it any easier for the second phase of construction. Folks, this is a once-in-a-lifetime construction, and we're glad it's over. We are just so pleased that this is the type of work done in ground and on top of ground that we don't have to touch it again for decades. So, way to go. So, let's talk about Oktoberfest. Earl, you've got some really neat things happening. We've got, I know I was hunting through the stocks today for a very big pair of scissors.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Right, because we have the big scissors.
But you already have your lederhosen now, right?
I did brag last night about lederhosen.
Yeah.
I believe I lost my lederhosen in the divorce.
Oh, no?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, boy.
They're not at this apartment, so no reason.
Well, there's a lot of Halloween costume shops. You can pick some up.
I've got time between now and Saturday to get my lederhosen. Yeah. I was in Sound of Music, and I played Rolf, and I had a set of lederhosen for that event. Right? And I said, I have lederhosen. Where the heck are they? Yeah, I'm not calling my ex-wife to ask her for my lederhosen. Just saying. I love her dearly. Yeah, not going to happen. Do you have my lederhosen? Yeah.
No, that's not due.
No, there'll be an extra cost. No. But lots of neat things. Tell us, kind of go through the order of the events that are happening on Saturday, and then we will talk about each one more individually.
Well, it started off basically with a brief discussion. Somebody talked about some sort of a celebration for the opening up of Talbot Street, probably yourself.
Yep.
I know it was.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's just get a cake and we'll cut a ribbon.
Right.
And along comes the Downtown Development Board, and we said, we're going to have a party. So
with actual beer keg, big beer keg tapping.
With sausages.
Put together a small committee.
Yep.
And we've met maybe 5 or 6 times. Today we're out on Talbot Street and did our walkabout just to understand where things are going to happen and how they're going to happen. But we're closing down Talbot Street from Mondayman beside City Hall here to John Street, including all of Moore Street to the back of the bus station. So that is our...
So we can use the lawn at where the Sutherland Press building was and kind of our town square there.
Exactly right. And that's what it should probably be called from now on. So. So what's going to happen is Friday, we're setting up this great big 30 by 60 tent by Redemption Tent Events. And along comes fencing that's going to be delivered on Friday as well, along with some washrooms. And
Excellent.
on Saturday morning, we're going to be busy installing all of that stuff, thanks to a number of sponsors. I'll talk
Yes.
about them as we go through
Great.
here. So St. Thomas Rentals giving us the fencing, and we're getting a stage as well. But at about 1 o'clock, there will start to be music set up on Moore Street. It'll be fenced off completely, so there'll be a beer garden, the tent, the washrooms, and lots of food items around there. And then at 1:30, we'll do opening ceremonies.
Great.
Your mayor, you will get to say what's going on and tell us a little bit about what's happening, etc. Make sure everybody knows about that. And then we are having a 10-liter keg tapping.
Wow.
An official blast that'll serve, I don't know, you'll get a small glass, 2 or 3 or 4 ounces of beer for anybody that shows up just as that celebration. And then a few other things happen. So we got a disc jockey that's going to play polka music throughout the afternoon. The Saxonia Club is coming with their dancers at 6:15.
Have you seen their dancers? They're incredible.
I have not seen their dancers, so I'm looking forward to it. And then Elvis, believe it or not, is rolling into town with his blue suede shoes and is going to set up in front of the LNPS station about 2 o'clock, a little bit before 2 o'clock, and is going to entertain for half an hour. As the train leaves and as the train comes back, he's still going to entertain there. And then on stage...
Well, then Elvis has left the building?
Right. Literally.
Elvis will have left the building by then. So on stage then, it took a lot of work because trying to find a German Papa band.
Right.
Because guess what? Saturday, the 14th, is the last day of the big Oktoberfest in Kitchener-Waterloo.
That's right.
And anybody that's into that was going there. But I persevered. I made all the phone calls.
You found tubas.
I found 5 German Papa people that are willing to come to St. Thomas. And I talked to them just the other day, and they're so pleased about coming to St. Thomas. So we're going to start performing about 4 o'clock.
All right.
Through till about 8 o'clock. But in the meantime, there's still Capsaw Brewery, Railway City Brewing is going to set up in the beer gardens. And I understand there's a special brew being served by Capsaw, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to it because I love their special brews.
Exactly. So, but not only that, shall I carry on?
Absolutely.
Sure,
we've got the schedule here
and
for
we'll
the
go
audience,
back and ask some more questions. But we have it up so people can see the schedule.
Along with music and beer is food. So we have the St. Thomas Optimist Club are set up to serve not only hot dogs and hamburgers and French fries, but brats and sausage.
Excellent.
And
must have sausage.
Absolutely. Opa's pretzels are coming.
Setting up
their booth,
fantastic.
Along with Yashka's pierogies.
Oh, yes.
So that'll be the food component of that as well. And then Angry Bear Barbershop is setting up a bouncy castle for the kids.
Awesome.
The train runs from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock every hour on the
On
hour.
the hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 train rides happening out of the tourist building.
They're free.
Yep.
Get down to the LNPS station by noon hour if you want to
get your reservations in, because
tickets.
we found this in other downtown events, specifically Nostalgia Nights and others. The families love the train. So if you get there for noon and start getting registered for the train, you might get the 1 o'clock or the 2 o'clock, but there's stuff to do downtown. And as you said, half an hour of Elvis, a bunch of sausage, and I'm ready to get on the train.
St. Thomas Fire Department is bringing their old antique bickle, and we'll be maybe giving out some little fire hats.
Yes.
Something like that. And then one of the great little features as well is Howe Farms have donated 100 pumpkins, thanks to a couple of other sponsors like Lockwood Books, Crockadoodle, and Beehive. The Craft Hive.
Craft Hive,
are donating another 100 pumpkins. So we got 200 pumpkins that you can come down and decorate a pumpkin, paint it. Thanks to Gearlinks have donated the painting.
And we thought handing out knives downtown might be...
no, we're going to go away from that.
Right. So painting pumpkins.
Let it dry, come back and pick it up, take it home and put it on your front porch. So 200 pumpkins are going to be on a first come, first served basis. I also have about 15 artisans and crafters coming. They're going to set up down.
And I've been hearing some of them talking about coming down.
They're excited to be here. And then my FM is setting up a second little stage down in front of City Hall, playing some tunes as well.
Great.
So if you can't find something to do, rain or shine, I know the weather report's looking a little
It can't get wet on a train. It can't get wet in the big tent.
Yep.
And it's never wet when you're holding a beer that's just been tapped. Lots of great entertainment.
It
So
won't dampen your
Right.
experience at
it
all.
will make the downtown just shine. Either way,
Yep.
bright sunshine or rain, and it'll look like it's just all brand new.
So
And if-
part of that opening ceremony is we're going to jump off stage, come down to Talbot Street. I talked to my wife about let's let the train run through the tape, but
Ooh.
I think we're going to
We're going to
get
cut
the scissors
right.
out and we're going to cut a ribbon to officially open Talbot Street somewhere.
We
down
could
that
put an
one
elephant on the
pretty-
track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
harken
Okay,
back
we've
to our
got the little
heritage.
stuffed elephants.
Yeah.
I keep warning people, don't take them near the train.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's an afternoon of fun, and if you can't find
So
fun
all the
there,
way through afternoon
yeah,
and,
from
and
1 o'clock
into
to 8
early
o'clock.
evening.
1
right?
o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Right.
yes.
And so
Mhm.
lots to do. Come down and
Yep.
plan to spend the day, or come
Absolutely.
down in any portion of that, depending on what your work
Mhm.
schedule is like
Yep.
or your kid's schedule is like.
Yep. And we've got the map up here. So
Yes.
for all of our viewers right now, you can see they were talking about the MyFM soundstage, which is over by Mondamon. Then there's the pumpkin decorating. And there's a camera by the pumpkin decorating. Do you know what that means, Earl?
That's actually a photo booth.
Photo booth.
So last Saturday, we took our 2 photo booths to the Horton Market,
Yes.
and
Oh, with the
It's-
cutout.
you
I
poke your
saw
head-
you and a scarecrow.
exactly,
Yeah.
you poke your head through and get a picture taken. If you submit those photos to our
It
St.
was
Thomas-
scary.
our
Just so you know.
CDB
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
website or Facebook page, we are going to draw for 10 $50 downtown prizes as well.
That's
So
incredible.
get your picture taken, submit it to our Facebook page, and
Mhm.
a chance to win.
Yep. And then we got the Crafters Alley that you're talking about. And that brings us up
On
to
that
St.
piece
Catherine.
of center over to St. Catherine Street. Yeah.
And then we got the fire truck, which
Yep.
is right by across, like between Legends
And,
and the Whiskey Rocks.
right.
Yep.
And then we've got where you get your tickets at the tourism booth for the
Yes,
train rides.
for the train rides. Yes.
And then we've got Opa's Pretzels is right there. And it looks
Right.
like, is that another photo booth between Opa's
Correct.
Pretzels and the Yashka's
Okay, so you have to
Produce?
go from one to the other.
We have a scarecrow, and then we have in your lederhosen. You can get
Oh,
a
yeah.
picture
Okay.
in your lederhosen.
Oh,
or-
see, so if I can't find my lederhosen, I can go get a picture in my
Exactly.
in the lederhosen there. Okay.
we have
My
Great,
daughter
that'll be
Lily and her cousins got pictures at the market
Yep.
on this past weekend.
I saw pictures of Earl, but there was
Yeah.
kids doing it too.
exactly right. Yep.
Young at heart, young at heart.
Exactly right.
And then we've got the Optimus food booth, which is just
On the lawn.
on the
At-
lawn.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Moore Street Square.
And the beer gardens and the
Gardens.
bathrooms there. And bathrooms are really important. If you're going to be drinking a lot of beer and you're having some sausages, you should know where the bathrooms are, and they're
Right.
within the beer garden
Yes.
area.
Right.
So there we go. That's our map.
Perfect. And the Optimists are handling the food for us. That's
Yep.
always a good thing.
Mhm.
So
The Kinsmen are going to manage the beer gardens. They're
Oh,
not
excellent.
They're not
Would love
doing the
to-
serving, but
you
they're
know,
going to
the-
manage the beer gardens.
the Optimists and the Kinsmen do a lot of those things collectively.
We get along
It's like,
well.
I always try to start a bit of a, rivalry or fight between the two.
Yeah.
Did you hear what the Kinsmen said about the Optimists?
Oh, I heard it. It
Yeah.
wasn't very nice.
No, it's not. No, you think
It was
no.
very nice.
No,
for sure.
especially when you know what they said about your hamburgers?
Mhm,
Yeah, no,
Yep.
it's the mayor's job to start these rivalries. And people have left the Optimists to join the Kinsmen, or left the Kinsmen to join the Optimists right then and there. But then they all make up, and they're great
Yeah, yeah.
people anyway.
We're all
So,
back together.
yeah,
But
So-
one more thing.
lots of
Mhm.
excitement.
Not only are we there at the Oktoberfest event, but all of downtown is open.
Right.
So all
So
of the
don't come
businesses-
just here.
Nope.
Also go see what the rest of them, all the
Yeah.
way from Mary Street, where we started the construction, and
Right.
even past Mary
Right
Street.
down, right, all of our
Right.
footprint, which takes
Right.
us right to the top of the hill to First Ave. Those
Mhm.
businesses are all open.
Right.
And just as excited as us after 7 months of construction
Of construction.
to have
Yeah.
Talbot Street back open again. So
Yes.
come for a beer and a hot dog and a sausage or whatever, and then go and visit our downtown businesses, please.
Mhm. So
Perfect.
that's Oktoberfest. Is there anything else we should mention before we hop into the next one?
Well, the train rides, let's repeat them.
Train rides,
So
yeah.
starting at 1:00 on the hour, every hour, leaving the tourism booth,
Mhm.
please come get your tickets for your family and your kids. And if you can't make the 1:00, make the 2:00. If you can't make the 2:00, come back for the 3:00. They're going every hour. The kids just love these train
That's
rides. So let's
fantastic.
do all we can do.
And you'll notice on there that we have a couple of sponsors that are outside of our downtown. When
Right.
even Briarwood Farm Market
Yep.
have decided that they would sponsor the train rides because they know how important our downtown is to our city.
Well, and not only that, from a Wendy's point of view, and I'm sure Briarwood thinks the same way. This is a collective thing of saying congratulations
Yep.
to
Yeah.
the downtown. And We might even have Wendy on one of the trains. So,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Don't tell Stephanie. No, no, don't tell anybody who it is. Right? Yeah,
Mhm.
let's leave it that way.
Exactly. Okay,
Right?
perfect.
Yeah.
Hmm. And then we got our schedule, which we gave a brief rundown of. And if you go on the website, you can see all this information.
Right.
We got the German Schlager DJ, opening ceremonies and keg tapping, Elvis impersonation, more DJ, live music from the Swing Masters,
Right.
Saxonia dancers, more live music, and the free pumpkin painting, which we talked about.
Right. Really
Our-
going all day. Right?
Well, until the pumpkins run out.
Well, no.
So make sure you get
may
there
not
early.
go all day. Right.
You have 200
How
pumpkins.
fast can you paint a pumpkin?
And I know thousands of people, based on my posts alone, have seen it and are excited to come out.
Yes.
So
And
this
we've been
event is
sharing
going to be
this
next
all
level.
week, so
Yeah.
you're
Like,
Maybe I should
absolutely
get
right.
more.
You know
Well-
what? I don't know. I think there should be that build up.
Let's keep that demand.
Yeah.
There's the demand. If you
I
don't
think-
come early to get your pumpkin,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
200 pumpkins.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot.
I suppose if we ran out of pumpkins and you wanted to bring your own to paint your own,
Oh yeah.
we could accommodate that also. Right? When
Absolutely.
do Earl and I get to polka?
I think that's scheduled in somewhere around the
Live music from the Swing
When it
Masters.
gets
We can
dark.
Oh, no, no, well after dark in the back parking lot. That's absolutely right. That's when we'll do it. Right? So
Yeah.
bring your family, take a
Mhm.
train ride, come back down and do pumpkins, come back down and try the food, come back down and for sure walk some distance in either direction on Talbot Street
Exactly.
and talk
Mhm.
about what we've got going on.
Yeah.
Look, we've got a great downtown. Oh, is that the Swing Masters?
Yep.
Oh,
I talked to
accor-
them yesterday, and they're all
accordion
set and ready
music.
to go.
Oh,
Yep.
nothing like that for
Exactly.
It's going to be so good. I'm really excited. I know Jess is excited. Lily's going to have some fun. So I mean,
I
what
used
more
to have
can
a
you
hat
ask?
like that too. I've got to find it. I've
Oh,
only
man.
got 3 days left. Right?
Rain or shine.
Yeah. Somebody should be downtown selling hats.
Yeah, but we were just talking about pumpkins, and there's another big event that happens in the downtown core that's been going on for several years now.
Following soon after this.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. Our downtown pumpkin prowl.
Right.
It's been going on for 7 years, but today this is actually going to be I believe our 5th. We missed 2 years in COVID,
Right.
but typically we started off with a dozen businesses that were in it, and then we've expanded to maybe 45 last year. This year we have an astounding 77 downtown businesses.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That
just
are
about everybody. We
just
could
about.
name the 3 that aren't there.
They're
No
going to be-
offense, but
They're going to be out
that's
front,
a lot.
ready to greet. Bring a bigger bag than you might have.
Oh
brought
yes,
last
this
year.
is trick or treating in a special way in the downtown pumpkin
It
prowl,
is.
isn't it?
From 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Yep.
So there's a time frame.
Yep.
And I've prepared everybody to at least welcome 1,000 people to your door. And
Mm-hmm.
at some point in time, they'll run out if there's more than that, but you never know.
We keep buying. The city hall is also participating. We have a number of departments here who
Yep.
are doing pumpkins, and we'll be out front of city hall. We've had to restock the candy purchase.
Oh yeah.
No, it's
No.
we bought too early again.
I know.
it happens, right?
And last
Wait,
year,
let's try these and see how they are. Yeah,
Yep.
the
doesn't work.
businesses that were by shoppers,
Yes,
Shoppers did a
excellent.
great business
Yeah.
in candy because
Yeah.
they would run into Shoppers downtown, grab more candy,
and
and
head back to their business. And no, it's a great crowd downtown. It's another great way to introduce people back to the downtown. Don't wait. Come to Oktoberfest, but this is another great family event in the downtown.
Friday,
5
October
days.
the 27th,
Yep.
5 to 8.
Yep.
Last year, I actually had somebody from out of town popped over to my office as we were handing out candy, crying her eyes out because with tears of joy. She was from another city, not too far from here, not London, but could not believe what we were doing in our downtown.
Right.
Bringing the children out, the families out for such a family-oriented.
Well, let's make sure we
so
give it a lot of noise again this year.
exactly right.
Earl, last year was the absolute biggest pumpkin prowl we've ever had,
Yeah.
right? I can only expect people who came last year are coming back
I'm
and
sure they
telling
are.
their friends. So I expect a very large pumpkin prowl again this
Yep,
year.
with 77 businesses ready to go.
Yep.
oh man, I'm going to be there with Lily. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm very excited for this. All right, so the next one is the tree lighting celebration. So we're going a little bit further now, but we want to make sure you guys all know about all the
All
events
the
that are
things
coming
are
up.
coming up in the downtown.
It's
right?
Yep. So the tree lighting celebration on Friday, November the 17th.
Yes.
Again, it starts about 5 o'clock. Now, this year, again, we said, okay, how do we make the tree lighting celebration a bit better? And we're going to expand into a thing called Light Up Talbot.
Yes.
We've got another committee that's set up as well. So
Incredible with warming stations along
Yep.
Talbot and some really neat
Yep.
things to reason for you to go to other stores.
exactly right.
Rather than just the tree lighting.
So at about 5 o'clock, come on down in front of City Hall here. Get ready. We're going to give hot chocolate, and we got some cookies coming from a couple of the downtown bakeries.
Great.
You'll be able to pick up a treat. And then,
Santa comes.
depending on what speed they want to come on down Talbot Street, a fire truck will roar down Talbot Street, bringing Santa to the steps of City Hall.
Yes.
He jumps off about 5:45. We'll have a little bit of a gathering. And then at 6 o'clock on the nose, as the City Hall chimes go, we'll light the tree.
Yep.
So Christmas officially begins.
We'll count down, and then
downtown
some Christmas
St.
carols
Thomas.
and some great music. And
We actually maybe have the John Wise Choir coming
wow.
to start some songs at the beginning of this, and hopefully a rousing rendition of O Canada.
Well, Earl, you and I have done a number of
Yeah.
tree lightings,
Yeah.
and some nights they're cold, and some nights they're not.
No, I have the official word in. It's going to be about +3.
Oh, perfect! Just absolutely perfect for
Exactly.
Christmas carol singing without your lips freezing
Well,
together.
I've got pictures of you bundled up.
Oh,
Yep.
yes, I've come warm on cold nights. Yes,
Absolutely.
and again, prizes there too.
We're going to give away some downtown dollars as well.
Yes, for sure.
Downtown dollars at every one of the events that we do.
Right.
But we're going to close Talbot Street again from John Street right down to Elgin Street.
Yes,
All of the businesses within that area will be participating, but don't forget the ones outside of that area. We can only go
Right.
so far. And we'll have warming stations, 4 warming stations.
yes,
With some things like roasted chestnuts, some music, cookies
Yes.
and goodies,
Yep.
and
a place
maybe-
to just get warm as you're walking
Yeah.
down Talbot Street.
yeah,
Right.
maybe some Christmas trees to buy if you need
Yes.
to buy your Christmas tree and take it home.
Yeah.
And one big surprise that I can't even talk about
Well, it will be that good.
because I can't tell the mayor. We'll be in big trouble. So
Okay.
surprise is
okay.
going to happen.
Well, the mayor's there that night, and he has his own warming station. No, it's a flask.
yeah. So it'll be a lot of fun that night as well. Not only the tree lighting, but
Right.
Light Up Talbot.
Light up Talbot after the tree lighting. Yep.
Yep.
I'm glad we're able to do this on Mayor's Update.
Mhm.
We're really talking about a series of events on Talbot Street in our downtown after a year of construction, after a full summer of construction. And our businesses are so raring to go. They want to see you weekend after weekend for the next couple of weekends.
Yep.
And through the day and evenings too. Some fantastic merchants downtown that have persevered through this. We need to reward them by you coming out through this program too.
And if you know a business or you're a business that's watching and you're not involved, let us know. Get involved.
Yes.
We're happy to share this stuff with you and help promote your business through the Downtown Development Board.
I saw you out handing paper pumpkins today. That's for the businesses that are involved in Pumpkin Proud. You said
Correct.
73 now,
77.
77 now.
Yep.
So those of you who have not yet said, yeah, I want to be involved. And look,
We have no room left on the passport, but the passport
No.
you can get on our website.
right. And the
Downtown
passport
St.
means
Thomas.ca.
how many you've been to, and
Yep.
you can start and plan your route and back. And,
Yep.
and it's stores and services. This isn't just stores that want you to come in and purchase something. These are, that helps too, of course.
Yep.
But many of our services downtown, so you get to know who is downtown and what work they do and
Yep.
what they can offer. So we have the longest downtown known to man, and it's a great way to show it off.
2 kilometers, yep.
Absolutely. Now we've got a couple
What
of
happens
questions.
the night? Oh, we got questions. Let's handle the questions.
Got Dale Cummings is asking, when will the Talbot Street bus go down Talbot Street again? Will the old stops be put back?
Yes, to both questions. And I would think Monday would be the start of that Talbot bus running again. Would have been Saturday, except now with us closing that piece, there would have to be a detour around, right? So I would think Monday the transit goes back onto Talbot Street.
Fantastic. And Sean Denier's saying, hi guys, pretty exciting that Talbot Street is open. Downtown development is at the top of their game with Oktoberfest. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, it's great to see you, Sean. I haven't seen you for a while. I know you've been working on a bunch of other projects, but thanks for writing in tonight and following Mayor's Update.
All right. So those are our questions there. And then,
Okay. So what follows tree lighting and
Well-
light the night?
Light Up Talbot. So that's the next step. Will be the next Saturday. The Horton Market is open, of course,
Yes.
but I being an Optimist Club member, if you've
Yes.
already talked about, we have our Optimist Santa Claus Parade
Mhm.
starting at 6
The next
o'clock
day,
on that Saturday
right?
night. And again, it runs through our downtown from
Right.
First Ave right down to Elgin Street and disperses from that
Looking forward to it every year. It's last year I got to wear this really bright Hawaiian shirt. And
It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
and I know Earl always dressed so subdued.
Yeah, especially his
we
jackets.
think of that in all of it,
Yeah.
in all of the things he does. I'm almost disappointed with his Oktoberfest shirt tonight, but it served a purpose and it's
Exactly
great.
right.
I like
Yep.
it. Right, perfect. But the next night is Optimus Santa Claus Parade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
The theme this year is Songs of Christmas.
Songs. So get practicing all of the songs of Christmas and see how many. If you can keep singing from First Ave all the way to Elgin.
That would be.
I need to
something
be
you could
near
try.
a band.
Well, we do have a number of bands coming.
Yes, and that's been a hardship
Yep.
in the past couple parades. Not here, but other parades. It's been hard to get bands.
Last year, Wendy sponsored the
Yep.
UWO
Yep.
band.
Yes.
And, we haven't asked yet, but hoping that might happen again this year.
Well, if you can get, I will. Wendy's would be happy to sponsor a band again this year.
Yep.
We can, if it means we get another band in the parade.
And then the St. Thomas Pipes and Drums band is coming
Yes.
as well with the.
The our
Chiefs,
police services band. Yeah,
Yep.
excellent.
So they'll be there as well. So we're busy getting that. We started right after a break in January. We started planning that parade again, and we have a number of entries already coming in, and it's going to be a phenomenal night. And again,
That is a loud shirt.
This is it.
Okay,
This
there it
is
is.
right.
So we
Yeah.
were talking about the mayor bundling up, and as you can see, he's bundled up and then put the shirt over top of his costume.
And lights on my hat
Yep. And,
because I felt lightheaded.
and you've got Karen Vecchio, our MP,
Right.
there, as well as
Yeah.
Rob Flack, our MPP.
Well, and the Optimists are usually exceptionally good to us and find us a car to ride in.
to walk in front of you.
Well, since Karen has joined us, we've never ridden again.
No.
We have nice cars.
We have the
They're
cars.
there.
Yeah.
And when we get to the end of the parade and have to go back to first, I will admit to
Okay.
jumping into the car
Okay.
and getting back there. But Karen makes Rob and I walk. It's an exercise program Karen has for Joe and Rob.
I love it. We got a couple more questions coming in. Sean Denier is saying, I hope there will be activities throughout the holiday shopping season for our business friends on Talbot. Need fun incentives to bring shoppers to our downtown businesses, friends, caroling, etc.
Well, there will be Downtown Santa.
We have one more to talk about.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Let's hop into that one.
Great lead in there.
Mhm.
Sean.
Yes.
Thank you very
Way to
much.
go, Sean. Thanks.
So what's the date? It's the first Saturday in December.
Yep.
Is Downtown
Is
Santa.
that second?
The second.
Saturday,
Yeah.
December the 2nd, starting at 11 o'clock through to 1 o'clock. I think we might change that to 12 o'clock to 2. But
12 o'clock to 2. I think that would be good.
That
Yeah,
would be-
I agree
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
So Santa walks up and down Talbot Street, and if you're one of the lucky shoppers that happens to be in a store buying something, when we show
Mhm.
up, you could get your
I've
purchase.
seen Santa go into our local stores and buy somebody's purchase or buy a portion of their purchase.
Yep.
I know that MyFM is a great help to this too. Certainly
Mhm.
Dave Thompson from MyFM,
Yep.
but it's a great program and a lot of fun. It's where we really do find how long Talbot Street is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a heck of a walk in a Santa outfit. but it's-
Absolutely.
yeah.
There we've got Santa in this picture here. We've got Dave Thompson there
Yeah.
in his.
And the amount of purchases we make along Talbot Street with the Downtown Development Board
mhm.
and Santa helping people with their purchases. And so be prepared to be downtown on that day between late morning to early afternoon
Mhm.
and see if you don't see Santa. If you're shopping in the right store, it can really turn out well for you.
Worst case scenario, you get a candy cane.
Oh no,
Mhm.
you're still getting you're visiting downtown,
Exactly.
right? So
Mhm.
at a time when we've got lots of great merchants really trying to make up for what's been a soft year. Christmas has got to do it for them this year.
Absolutely. Dale Cummings is saying Earl should look at businesses handing out candy during the Santa parade since they can't throw candy from the floats. Have you guys looked at that?
No, the reason we don't throw candy from the floats, people will wonder
It's a
why
safety
we have
case.
no candy,
Yeah.
Mhm.
is at an Optimus Santa Claus parade in another city in Canada, a young fellow ran up to the float, pick up candy, and got run over and was killed.
Mhm.
And since that time, we've decided
Most
that
cities have made the same
we've
decision.
made the ban, unfortunate because of that.
Mhm.
But an interesting idea. I'm glad that they brought that up. That is an interesting
If,
idea.
if I had a storefront downtown, that may be some way I'd certainly be able to
Yeah.
deal with the people in front. I know we often have members from the St. Thomas Stars or the Cadet Corps and other places, And if we had candy, we gave it to them, and they walked along the lines and handed it out in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah,
But we really want to be
it's
careful
touchy.
on the streets.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Some of the businesses actually, we've had businesses bringing hot chocolate down.
Crockers,
wagons.
I think, did that.
We've had businesses bringing pizza and
Yep.
cookies and that kind of stuff. So you just have to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
If other businesses want to participate in that
Celebrate.
idea, great,
Right.
great idea.
Celebrate.
Stay open because we're bringing thousands of people downtown again.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
It
Mark,
was-
yep.
It's always been a very busy day for our business when it was downtown, and now that it's off a bit on the east, it's a very busy day for us.
Mark McKnight is saying, all good, everyone, DDB and staff and more. And Sean Denier says, great way to introduce the public to our downtown business owners. Absolutely.
Yes.
And this is our time.
Well, you want to knock on some doors and see what's being sold in your downtown. One of the greatest, cutest bookshops.
Mhm.
The-
Lockwood Books.
Right.
incredible.
Fantastic. Get in there and take a visit. All of the stores downtown. I'm going to be, I don't want to name too many of them or I'll miss a bunch that but there is a lot of businesses and services in our downtown you don't know about. And even if you're a prominent St. Thomas visitor, you still don't know about them. There's some, look, I just love my Ruby Blues.
The clay oven is a
new one opening.
New
Yes.
restaurant opening up.
Grand opening October 27th.
Exactly.
Yes.
So something new that they just pop up and
Lots of new ones. So
Correct.
we're filling some spaces and we're helping to get some recovered through what was a really tough construction season.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, we're a little over our time here, gentlemen,
no.
but it's been fantastic being able to share all this information. Really
More to come.
appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah, really appreciate, Earl,
Thank you.
your time coming in.
Thank you.
Now we'll talk about each of these, Grayden, other than the one that's coming up this Saturday at each future mayor's update also. So we keep reminding people what's happening.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks
See
to
you
our
Saturday.
viewers,
Thanks.
our
Thanks, Earl,
sponsors,
for coming and helping.
and especially our guests
Yeah.
every
Thank you.
week.